What is going on? If you love Luna Classic, leave a comment down below letting me know. If you hate Luna Classic, leave a comment down below because let people know what it is that you think and let them know why you think. And don't say silly things like, well, we can't price go down. It go down, it's not go up. That's what I don't like. Because that's how you sound in my brain when you say dumb stuff. So let us all have a chance to laugh at you. Leave a comment down below. But folks, let's talk about what's going on in the market because there's a bunch of things happening. Now, there is a breaking report that just came out. I want to share it with you to get started, and it's probably not good. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Okay, so the first piece of information that came out today, not good, is that Judge Torres, Judge Annalisa Torres, who ruled in favor of the SEC and Ripple at the same time in her famous ruling in 2023, is now preventing them from unwinding. Okay, so her statement is the parties do not have the authority to agree not to be bound by a court's final judgment. They have not come close to doing so here. If they want out, they can withdraw their appeals and let the judgment stand or go through the appeals process to challenge it. Now, basically what they're saying is, well, if you want to get rid of XRP, then withdraw the appeals to my ruling and let the judgment stand. Let them pay the $125 million and let's just be done with it. And the case is over. Now, instead of doing that, Ripple and the SEC together, the SEC has decided that they just want to lob a softball at Ripple, and they wanted to agree to a $50 million penalty. They wanted to decide what the amount was, and then they wanted to have Judge Torres. But what this does is this invalidates what she's come up with as her decision. And look, at some point later on, maybe it becomes law, whatever the case may be. But for right now, this is not a great thing. So what they've done is instead of doing the right things, this has been kind of a power grab, if you will, by the Trump administration to try to bully people into doing whatever they want done. And it's just not working out. So I hope that we're better than this, and I hope that we make a quick change in it. It would be really awesome to see that the geniuses in the room, if you will, start to act like geniuses. So that right now is probably going to weigh down on crypto just a little bit. It's going to prevent that altcoin blow off. But make no mistakes, there is still a huge path going forward because the XRP ETF is still going to happen. The Solana the Solana ETF is still going to happen. All of these things, they're already in futures markets. CME's already provided, so it is only a matter of time now. So let's just clear the way and let's just get it done. Pay the penalty and let's move on. Now, folks, if you are in crypto, you're a risk taker. If you're a risk taker, go do some risk over here, terracasino.io. There's a link in the description down below. You can start playing today and you can start earning significant wins. All you have to do is give it a shot. Again, I'm going to be giving away some more money. I gave away 2 already. Let's give away some more. So make sure that you put your username down in the description below so that we know who it is. And just put @ in front of it and then your username. And then that will allow me to pick another winner. So let's get going. I'm not going to announce the amount yet. They got to announce it, but we got one coming. So let's just get it started today, June 26th. If you're trading meme coins or utility coins, and we're going to talk about a big utility coin today, then Terraport Finance is the place to go. They've got all of your needs. Not only can you bridge, not only can you earn from staking, not only do you have all of these opportunities, but you also have yield farming and you have liquid staking that's available, and both of those are going to give you massive rewards. All you have to do is put some yield in your field, baby. That's all it takes. Now, let's get into the news. All right, so Commonwealth is down today, so we're going to move straight into meme coins, and Juris protocol up 9%, almost 10% on the day. Big move happening right now from Juris protocol. Now, why is there a big move happening from Juris protocol? Well, let's go back to Redline Drifter. So he's a big Juris guy, right? So what we're talking about here is, and we're going to go over a Ducoin update, which is amazing, right? Today in Ducoin's case, the judge raised a key question. If the Genius Act and Clarity Act both pass in Congress to dictate that stablecoins and crypto tokens aren't securities, does that change how the government is charging Ducoin with securities fraud? So guys, this is the massive sort of news you're waiting for Terra Luna Classic. This is gigantic. Could Ducoin have his charges dropped and end up going free? Now, there might be some different charges that he might be looking at. I mean, let's back up a step and let's say he did exactly what the courts proved that he did. What he did was he lied to you in 2021 when he was trying to protect that $1 peg with Terra by enlisting the aid of Jump Crypto, which was just Jump Trading at the time. And that's where Kanav Korea came into the mix. Famously, you already know what a scammer Kanav Korea was. So, let's move forward from that and say that Ducoin was the victim in this entire thing, but he wasn't completely honest with people, and that has to be addressed. So that lack of honesty and transparency is why, in my opinion, this case really is happening right there. He deceived investors, and you can't do that. Now, what if it's a commodity? I mean, is it just an advertisement? Is he just advertising? So there's a complicated scenario here. I think that he's still guilty, but I don't know that the Trump administration is going to want to pursue it. So there's a possibility Ducoin could be done in a short period of time. And the next thing you know, we're going to be pumping it. Look, if Ducoin comes back, is he going to come to LUNC? No, he's going to go to Luna, but he might provide some thought and he might provide some engagement here for Terra Luna Classic just to try to revive his baby. I'm not saying that he will. I'm just saying that there is a real potential possibility that happens. So you should be really excited. Now, the fact that we're on Redline Drifter, let's not forget here, Juris Protocol, they've been working hard. We're thrilled to announce a major step forward. On Juris Protocol landing page is now live. This feels like a huge leap forward. What does it look like? Do you guys remember when this was just called Rakoff? From Jed Rakoff, the Jed Rakoff homage token. Like, how far has this project come? This is Juris Protocol. Bank, not a bank, but infused with digital wisdom. Did I just say Wyndham instead of wisdom? Get your shit together, please. Anyway, this is, guys, this is going to be huge. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not telling you that Juris is going to be a multi-billion-dollar corporation company. I'm not telling you any of that. What I'm saying is when it represents the Terra Luna Classic ecosystem and as it expands and becomes the lending protocol in Cosmos. And by the way, that's what we're talking about. This could be a Cosmos takeover. When they become the most important lending platform in Cosmos, they have no choice but to expand and get bigger and get bigger and get bigger. And look, it's only a matter of time. And that, by the way, is going to drive Luna Classic, but also it's going to drive Juris Protocol. So if you haven't already, you should get some. And by the way, I am not partnered with Juris Protocol. I am not part of their team. My lane here is just Luna Classic. So when I tout these guys, it's because I believe that these guys represent a paradigm shift in the way that business is going to be transacted on the Terra Luna Classic blockchain going forward in the future. And I think that bodes well for that price action. And of course, Juris price action, not too shabby either. No proposals right now, but we've got some coming. You guys have seen that. We've been talking about it on Commonwealth. I can't get into Commonwealth right now, but as soon as we can, we'll be looking at what's going on. All right, let's talk price action. Remember I told you that XRP is doing that thing right now. Very minimal. This is just finish it and end it, but we're down $11 billion on the day. Now, the reason that we're down on $11 billion on the day is I think we've had a nice little run here. And I think a healthy pullback is always necessary. But when you look at it, here's the thing that you should be looking at right now. We're minting lower highs. We're not going up. So the bearishness still kind of exists right there. What we need is a break up above in market cap, about 3.5 trillion, because we've rejected off 3.5 trillion twice now, right here and then right here, a very close little declining area. So we need a break above and then we need a break out. Now, what I'm encouraged by is very simply, we're not on Luna Classic, by the way, we're on total. This is the total market cap right now, which is an easy way to look at stuff. What we're looking at right now is the next big surge is coming in the money flow, in the money supply. Money supply continues to go up in global liquidity, which means that there's more money means more price means pump, okay? So get ready for the next leg up. Now, with that being the case, we're not seeing it coming out right now from Terra Luna Classic. We're seeing actually that real bearish sort of trend. Again, we've got to have a break above. Let me get rid of the M2 money supply. We have to have a break above the 200 MA. 200 MA right here has just been very, very bearish on us right now. This price action not doing very well. Now, what that means is we need a pump in the price to turn this thing around. to get over this and then to get up here causes this thing to swing back. And guess what? When you're above the 200, you're bullish. When you're below, you're bearish. Plain and simple. Now, what you don't want to see, but it still helps, is if you see it coming down like this and you see this coming up like this and you get above it, then you're still bullish, but the rally is not going to be as significant as if you aggressively meet it and it starts to pump there. So looking to see a big move coming very soon. But also, don't forget, USTC, as we're doing this, while Luna Classic's down about 5%, we are up 5%, or sorry, our Luna Classic is down about 2%. USTC is up 5%. That is a pretty big number. That's a pretty, it's a pretty nice thing to see happening right now. So let's see what goes on right there. Look at that right there. You can see it's just bouncing off of the 50 right now. Maybe, just maybe, we get a little surge up here. We want to get it over the 200. And again, we want to get a bounce here for some positive, motivating feel. Burn tracker, about 400 million, not a whole lot. Volume coming up a little bit, volume coming up a little bit. We're getting closer and closer and closer. We got 5 days until the next Binance Burn, which will help tremendously. We've got a Big Wave 1 theory here saying that they think that Luna Classic, which, by the way, look at what they're saying, and look at what I'm saying, okay? We're not different at all. They're giving you 3 zeros, 18. And if you guys remember, that's what I'm giving you right here on this line. So, and I told you right here, this is exactly where I think we're going. So getting validated, in my opinion, right here, very good feeling. Also, Leonardo, if you haven't already, go check this out. There's a lot going on. But the important part is Wormhole has temporarily been re-enabled for 2 more weeks. So as of this moment, it's not re-enabled, but it will be very, very soon. So I guess what you could say is some crazy stuff could be happening very, very soon in Terra Luna Classic. Look, I'm incredibly bullish about what the future might hold. Am I looking at the present and am I saying, you know, the price action looks pretty bullish? Like, I can't believe we're going this high. No, not at all. I'm not saying that at all. But price action is a very fickle thing and it doesn't always match hype, okay? Originally, it will match hype. When there's that denial, disbelief phase, we're not there. We're not in denial or disbelief at this point. We're not in, what we're in is Bitcoin maxis are continuing to accumulate and continuing to get rich and new people are stepping into Bitcoin, but the rest of the market hasn't been completely drug up yet and we haven't had that blow off, but we're going to get that blow off. And when we do, then some real value is going to enter this ecosystem. And with the borrowing power of Juris protocol, the lending power, the liquidity, the ability for you to provide liquidity and stake and to become a borrower or a lender. These are massive, massive opportunities for you and for everybody else and for new money coming into the Cosmos ecosystem. So there's a lot happening right here and we don't see it in price action, but I assure you, with a little bit of patience, a little bit of time, we're going to see it. And don't forget, Ducoin. Ducoin could be out and operational in a matter of days. You never know what's going to happen. It's not financial advice. He's right.